Hey everyone, and welcome to the final live stream of 2018. Today's topic is something that I made a poll about when I did my last live stream a month ago, because I was a bit unsure or whether or not I would make a live stream about zippers or if I should make a live stream about interfacing. And zippers won out, but with a very close margin. So I figured I might as well do another live stream about interfacing, since this is a topic that I find deeply fascinating myself. And also, I've done a lot of mistakes during the year when it comes to interfacing, and sometimes a big mistake was not using interfacing. So there are a lot of things that I have to share about that. So I figured I should go through all the bits and pieces when it comes to interfacing and give you some of my tips, and of course trying to do a bit of troubleshooting as well. And of course I'd love to hear your suggestions as well on different tips and questions regarding interfacing, how you use them. And I'm definitely not an expert in this area, but I have at least tried to learn as much as I can, and hopefully I can give you some nuggets of information during the chat tonight. And please say hi in the chat, I would love to hear. And of course, if you have any technical problems, if you watched my last live stream a month ago, it ended a bit abruptly because I was having some laptop issues, which basically meant that the laptop died on me, and I managed to resurrect it for a couple of days, but then it just went bust. So now I've invested in a new laptop. My old laptop was actually 6 years old, and I got it for my 40th birthday, so it was quite a while back. My husband gave it for my 40th birthday, so, and I'm turning 47 next year, so you can do the math for that. Hopefully everything would go well with the technical things, and but just please shout out, because I just tested earlier today and seems to work okay, but you know, with technology, who knows what will happen. Hi Howard, hi Kyle, hi Duncan, and hi Bosha, hello. Some of you caught the live stream testing that I did earlier today, because I had no idea on how to hide it from YouTube stream, so I had to try it somehow to make sure that everything worked. But now this is the official live stream. And as I said, the topic is this, which is interfacing, something we all need and use a lot in sewing. I would say that if you don't, there's definitely some possibilities to explore this more. And as I will talk about later, I even use interfacing a lot when I'm sewing with knits. So it's definitely not just something when you're dealing with woven fabrics, I will address more thoroughly in later on the live stream. So I definitely think that it's really important that we all get really familiar with this, because this is one of the, I would say, like signature of a well-made garment, is that you used interfacing the proper way, so to speak. Hi Susan. I think we have several people in the chat now, and just please say hi and where you're from, because I love to know. It's so fun because we have quite an international crowd, which is always super exciting. But first off, I'm going to see if you can shed any light on this, because obviously in Swedish we call it something else than interfacing, we call it mellanlägg. But what I noticed when I tried to do research is that it's sometimes called interlining and not interfacing. So if you could shed any light on if there is actually any difference between interlining and interfacing, or if it's just two terms describing the exact same thing. And also, what do you use if you come from an English speaking country? Do you call it interlining or do you call it interfacing? But from my impression is that interfacing seems to be more commonly used, but I've seen them used very much interchangeable. So I would love to get your feedback on that, whether or not it's interlining or interfacing is really probably the same thing, which I kind of suspect, but I'm not 100% sure. Perhaps interlining is used more for tailoring and interfacing more for regular clothes. And we have more people in the chat now. Hi Meheru, hi Bettina. And Howard Goldstein has some information on the interlining. I thought interlining was used for warmth, interfacing for shaping. Well, that makes sense. And interlacing isn't adhesive in my understanding. Adhesive, I said adhesive. I'm always trying to improve the pronunciation. Adhesive, right? In my understanding. So that can also be a difference that you're using, which I'm going to address here when I go through the different type of interfacings that. So of course, if you need to correct me on some things, if I should use the word interlining for some of the stuff, please tell me